Recording in progress, indeed it is. And what a moment to record, guys. Karen and I are having lots and lots of fun. Oh, by the way, sorry, I'm Stephanie Hunter from Hamilton, New Zealand. I'm just thinking you all know me by now. Do apologise. This is our gorgeous Karen Crichton from Paihia, New Zealand. And we're coming to you today because we've been having lots of fun lately. We've decided that we all need to have more fun in our lives. So we're leading by example. We've been having lots of fun and we have created, well, when I say we, 10% me and 90% Karen has created these marvelous decks of cards. Okay, so our cards are covering things for our quantum essences, which are essences that come to us to help us with emotional well-being and releasing emotional stuff that no longer serves us and preparing us stuff that emotional future that's going to serve us very well. Those quantum essences are essences of plants, gems, birds, trees, birds. Oh, I said birds twice for some reason or other. So lots of birds from New Zealand. And then we've also got our beautiful herbal cards that Karen has created, the 48 herbal cards. We're going to be drawing a herbal card or two during this reading as well. And we've also got our gorgeous meridian cards, which I'll be interested to see how they're going to work with this particular topic that I've chosen for our video.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here is, first and foremost, is we want to encourage each and every single one of you to remember what it is to have fun. Fun. Remember that F-U-N word? Fun. We want to get back into a state of joy, because the reason why we have incarnated into this gorgeous galaxy right now is to experience emotions. And why don't we make fun and joy the leading emotion to experience?
Yeah. I agree most sincerely with that one. It's been a very, very current topic, hasn't it?
Absolutely. So leading by example and listen to my own words, we've introduced some fun things to do. Now, being fun doesn't mean they're not the message they bring is not accurate, because it's very, very accurate. But when we come from a vibration of joy, the message comes through much clearer for us, and it's not so foggy and confusing. So today's topic of conversation is where to from here. I'm hearing lots of my clients coming in to see me, and they're confused as to there's so much change has happened and is happening around them and to them and through them and of them. They're wondering where to from here. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm not the same person I was a year ago, 2 years ago. My life is changing financially, physically, relationship-wise, job-wise, what I'm keen on, what I'm no longer having a connection to. So where to from here? So introducing the quantum cards to help people to hopefully understand what they're intuitively tuning into themselves already, drawing into themselves already, but they're just getting blocked by a self-block, stopping the message from coming through nice and clear. So this reading is what we would call a universal reading. It's not for one person in particular. This is the subject. We're looking at the subject. And if you're drawn to watch this video, then you're drawn for a reason. You're coming into this video because there's going to be at least one or more messages for you throughout this video that you'll just go, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Or oh, I need to speak to Karen about that a bit more. So shall we get cracking, Karen?
Yes, let's. Do you want me to share the screen?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So hang on. This is a bit more.
So Karen's got far more technology set up than I have. I've got to get around to setting up my camera yet. This is all brand new, guys. So bear with us while we sharpen off the rough sides of the diamond, make it nice and bright and shiny. Karen's got an awesome setup, as you can see there on her table. She's going to have 3 different sets of cards. And I'm going to also be drawing some cards as I'm talking as well, which you won't see, but I'll tell you what they are. So Karen, if you draw 2 cards of your quantum essences, one for the past, to clarify how people have been feeling. This will help people to feel that they're not alone, that they're not going through this experience that they're weird or strange, or that they're having a bad time or a hard, tough time, or why is this happening only to me sort of scenario. Let's reassure you right now that that's not happening just to you. So put on a card for the past to start with, please, Karen. What's your card?
Okay, this one dropped on the floor. So trauma, number 2.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Explain it a bit more, Karen.
Okay, trauma. It's a really, really interesting card, and it's as an essence, it is probably one of our most powerful, because everyone knows for trauma sort of rescue remedy, and we have found that this particular essence can really, really help with the release of trauma. Now, it can be emotional, physical, or spiritual, and it helps to ground your energies and to help bring you back to the present and actually help to release trauma. Now, what we found with this particular essence is that using it, it's been able to release multi-generational trauma.
Absolutely.
And I think that is why this is coming up right here, right now, because if we don't release negative patterns, whether that's trauma, whether it's habits or whatever, what happens is we get locked in a place and it's very, very hard to get out. And so when trauma is released, then it enables our bodies, our physical bodies, our emotional bodies, our spiritual bodies to take a deep breath and release and physically do it. And so
this is really important at this particular time. I'm sorry for cutting you off there, Cam, but what I just hear just coming through quite clearly is at this particular time we are in recovery now.
yes.
Okay, we've gone through traumatic events. The most obvious events, I'm going to put a date stamp on this video. Today's date is the 2nd of May 2022. So guys, as soon as I say that date, most of you are just going to go, oh, the last 2 years, straight away, because you're still living in the past. This beautiful card has come forward to show you that we have gone through trauma and we can now release it and let go. So one of the key sentences when I look at the write-up for our trauma essence is this remedy can help be used at any time when you have been through a traumatic event. Oh, that's so terrific. And you wrote that back in 2012, Karen.
Yeah. 2011, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Excellent. That's exciting. It's exciting. So that's all about the past, guys. That's the traumatic past. So the trauma relates to the past, and that for me, when I'm looking into that energy, for the majority of you watching this video, it feels trauma relating to, highlighted by the last 2 years. So not only about the last 2 years, but it's highlighted the energy that you've had connected to trauma through this life and past lives as well. Perceived even trauma, where you picked up somebody else's trauma and you're taking it on as your own.
Mm.
So the card that I brought, which you can't see because we're on Zoom, not on share with me. I'm not as clever as Karen yet with regard to the technology. But the card I picked out was number 11, which is self-discipline. So self-discipline is about harnessing your energy and your power.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a great one traditionally for teenagers. But I'm also going to say here, intuitively, I feel that when we say teenagers, we're talking about that span of life, that time of life, not necessarily the teenage years, as far as this reading is concerned, but the fact that we're growing up. We collectively are growing up.
Oh, absolutely. And our frequencies are changing and shifting. And so consequently, by growing up, it shows that we as beings, spiritual beings, physical beings, just beingness, are shifting and changing. And so that's where the discipline comes in, because, you know, if we're shifting and changing, we need to know what we want to be in that new way of being, you know.
Now, all of us are of an age where we've been a teenager at some stage in our life physically. Remember the pains that we had, the emotional pains that we had when we had to realize that our dads weren't all gods, you know, that they were actually mortal. The mums actually have mistakes and make mistakes as well, and that they're not princesses and queens. We had to learn and wake up, go from the dream state reality where we accepted our what we were told around us as being, you know, this fairyland. We had to go through the teenage years of realizing that all not is what it was seen to be. We had to grow up. So this is what the self-discipline card means to me. Connect that with the trauma that Karen's talking about. This is a big part of our trauma. We had to let go of the make-believe world that we had.
Yeah,
start to wake up to the reality of what we
yeah.
actually got and the work that's ahead of us to do.
Yeah, it's I do believe it's sort of like helps us to sort of really pinpoint who it is we are.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, moving on to the card. We're going to draw now one each for you, Karen, one for me. And this is for the quantum essences for the future.
Acceptance.
Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. I must admit, it's sort of one that really dear to my heart. And I think one of the most interesting for many of us, it's actually accepting who we actually are, and really, really allowing you to follow your dreams, and accepting that actually your dreams are actually real. They're there, they're tangible. And now they're coming more and more to the forefront. And know, like you know, that everything is in place for you to get that life you've always wanted.
I love it. I love it. And one of the reasons why I love it is because, once again, the card that I have drawn parallels that and intensifies it and strengthens it 100-fold to me. The card that I've drawn is determination. Number 10, determination.
Let's see if I can find it.
So very, very self-empowering, strengthens inner resolve and self-discipline. So we just talked about accepting the fact that you are all that you need. You are enough. All that you dream of, all that you want to have possible in your life is here. With using this determination and acceptance that you are enough, okay? It helps to complete transformation and overcoming any obstacles that you may feel that you have in your life.
Yeah.
Again, acceptance and determination work so beautifully together. Determination feels like quite a hard-nosed, stubborn card if you want to take that energy from it. But bring that in with the beauty of acceptance and the higher vibration of the feeling of acceptance. You've got a power duo here to help you move forward strongly and safely and successfully in a pathway of life that you choose. And it is your choice. It's amazing because determination is all there. So that it helps people struggling through changes, and it's to help to strengthen the invisible part of yourself. What a power duo those two cards are together. One that you drew and the one that I drew, Karen. It's amazing.
Aren't they just? And I think, you know, the realization that all of those together, all four of them, are just like reminding us that this time is so powerful and so life-changing that if we really hone our skills, we can really have the most amazing way of being that we're supposed to have. You know, we're supposed to be there.
Guys, you don't have to know exactly where you're heading to in life either. Don't procrastinate, and don't wait until all your ducks in a row. Don't go, I don't know what I want to do in life, and don't make it a head thing. Go from your heart, okay? These four cards are showing you that we understand where you've come from. We understand and hear you and acknowledge, and we see you for what you've been through. Not just the last 2 years, but the trauma has brought through many multiple layers of past experiences. Brought it to the surface for you to acknowledge, to love, and let go. Give thanks to it, give gratitude, and let it go. And then once you've done that, look where your future's going. With acceptance and self-discipline there. The world literally is your oyster.
Yeah.
Don't worry about being crossing the T's and dotting the I's and knowing exactly which steps you're going to take. Just take a step. Your pathway will unfold in front of you. It is all set out there for you. Have faith. Move forward.
Blooming magic. Right. That's the magic of quantum essences.
Let's have a look at herbals now. Now, this is all new to me, guys. I'm excited about this.
Okay. Right. So, are we doing 2 cards each, Steph?
Yes, 2 cards, I think.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Number
so
1.
Guys, while we're doing this, at any stage, what resonates with you, please put some comments down below the YouTube video here. We really want to get this technology out to this technique, not technology, this technique out to as many people as we possibly can. And you can help us by liking our comments. You can help us by liking the videos, and you can help us by commenting down below and sharing the word around, please.
Yeah.
Okay, Karen. So the first one is
Claripito. Now, Claripito is very much a New Zealand herb. It's also known as New Zealand pepper tree. It is well known actually throughout the herbal world as being one of the most powerful antifungal herbs that there is, and so consequently can really help with candida overgrowth. So if you are struggling with thrush, oral or vaginal, or if you have any athlete's foot, that sort of symptoms, really unknown sort of rashes and things like that, really good for ringworm, etc., etc. Claripito is powerful herb as a herbal.
Wow.
As an essence, it's a shamanic essence. which can help you to access the unknown world. So basically, the place of the past for wisdom, information, and healing information. So helps with past life connection. So basically, it's really interesting how it's connecting with the quantum essences when you think about it.
Beautiful, yes.
So it just helps you to really realize the reason why you're being as you are right now, and why it's to show you anything that you're hanging on to that can be holding you back. Beautiful. As an essence. Beautiful. And so it's a really, really, really powerful essence, and I would highly recommend playing with this one, but be careful. You know, I would recommend working with a practitioner if you're going to be doing it, because these things are powerful, and so it's a bit like delving into other things, other parts.
So feel free to reach out to Karen, guys.
Yeah.
Reach out to Karen to explore that one further.
Yeah. So if
my card that I drew, sorry, can I carry on?
No, it's all right, carry on. My
card that I drew just blows my mind. My card is Eye Bright.
Ooh, so nice.
It's wonderful for the eyes in many ways, plus it can be used in other ways too. Now, as soon as I saw this one, my intuition told me this is about clearing your sight to see the truth for what it is. Again, this is our past, the past, recent past, long past. It's the past. It's past that serves us, but doesn't own us. Okay, so don't let it own you anymore, guys. So the eyesight benefits can be found in Eye Bright show promise in the treatment of information-related eye disorders. So conjunctivitis, for example. And there's been a study done with 65 people with conjunctivitis, was treated with eye drops containing Eye Bright, which was administered 1 to 5 times a day. And the follow-up examinations performed 7 and 14 days after the start of treatment, a complete recovery was seen in 53% of the patients. Out of 65, 53 had a complete recovery, which is stunning, absolutely stunning. An additional 11 patients also showed a clear improvement in symptoms such as redness, swelling, and burning. So you've got the practicality of the herb there, just to give you a bit of history there. But what attracts my eye, pun intended, is looking at another practicality of the use of the Eye Bright, considering again our history. I've already timelined this, time dated this video for you. Our recent history revolved around the respiratory system. So the Eye Bright works against allergies, colds, sinusitis, and general respiratory discomfort. It contains a natural astringent tannins that can help you reduce catarrh and mucus discharge. So guys, you don't have to be a mathematical scientist, or if there is such things, you don't have to be a herbalist of 65,000 years worth of experience to understand the relevance of where this fits, just to show you in the recent past.
Absolutely.
I might want to send you a message saying, okay, now you understand that I have a place in this reading. You understand that I'm connected to the past. So you go, I'm now listening. Because listen to this, guys. This is the essence of what Eye Bright is all about. It's all about accessing your higher vision. Now, what have we just said about determination and acceptance? Okay. So Eye Bright is about all about accepting higher vision. This essence can help transfer the greatest sense of potential for humanity, so that one can see oneself clearly. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. This will train one's vision and awaken higher levels of consciousness. Eye Bright will stimulate the third eye chakra, which can affect all aspects of vision in so many ways. Yeah. So we're not just talking about the physical vision through the eyesight, but the actual vision, your intuition, your understanding, your knowing, helping to improve the ability to see auras and chakras. Psychic abilities may be made stronger along with greater sense of one's internal nature and awareness. Powerful, powerful jewel once again, Carol. Oh, I love these cards.
Oh, they're cool. This is the first time we've done this, guys, together. So just so that you know, this is such fun for us. We're really enjoying it. Right, okay. Next herb.
For
Tulsi.
The future, guys. Oh, what was it? Sorry?
Tulsi. Tulsi is an amazing tea, as you're probably well aware. Tulsi is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatories. It's an Ayurvedic herb, and it can also reduce fever, respiratory disorders. Stephaine, how interesting.
Oh, wow.
Good for the heart, and also it has so many benefits. So basically, if we look at the whole benefit of it, it's just an amazing herb. I've experienced this herb in many ways, and as an essence, it has, again, deep spiritual roots. It assists with the channeling of prana from the crown chakra and up from the soles of the feet, meeting in the heart. And it also, the Hare Krishnas, it's a revered herb, so holy basil, which is, and they use it, they worship with it, they use it for very many different sort of not rituals, because it's a religious thing, but they use it to help bring intention. And so if you look at Claripito and Tulsi together, they're all about assisting us at this present moment in time.
I love it.
Lift ourselves and to bring about the shift and change in the least painful way possible.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, right alongside that, oh, this is amazing. Right alongside that, I have drawn ginger. So ginger is known for making a warming, fragrant tea, and its distinct essence in cookies and delicious spices and soups and stir fries. Ginger is not unknown. Everybody listening to this, well, I'm not saying everybody because I don't know who's going to be listening to this, but a vast majority of you listening to this video will automatically connect to ginger and feel that warmth of ginger. It just makes you feel at home, that loving embrace. It's an ancient root, which is also known for the medicinal qualities as well. It's known for when you add it to diet, it's good for helping with chronic diseases. I'm just looking through my notes here. We've got metabolic syndrome, which is a condition which includes the most common risk factors for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. Now, those three diseases are so rampant at this current time that we're bringing this as the practical side of the ginger coming through to say, hey, look, I'm here to help you transcend these difficult times physically, as well as when I shoot down to what is about the essence of ginger. Okay, before we get there, I just want to add a couple of other things that ginger is really good for. It helps with pain from osteoarthritis, lowers oxidative stress, which is very, very important. If you don't understand what oxidative stress is or the dangers of oxidative stress, I encourage you to go and do some research on your own. Benefits the heart, prevents colds and flus. Guys, benefits the heart. There's been a spike in heart disease issues over the last wee while. It prevents colds and flus. Well, I don't have to say flu too loud before you automatically revert back to what's been going on for the last couple of years. Relieves headaches, which is common kind of side effect of the last 2 years as well. And prevents blood clots. Okay, so that's going to make a lot of people go, ooh, seriously? Because they are also increasing across the world for being problematic. So the essence of ginger is all about self-worth. Again, look at what the quantum essence cards did for us. We brought in acceptance and determination, with ginger is right alongside them saying, hey, it's about your self-worth. It's about believing in you. Ginger comes from a great possibility of dissolving the ego. Your ego will hold you back in life. Dissolve your ego and just become acceptant of who you are and go forward with faith and belief that you are enough. And the world is, as I've already said, your oyster. There can be enhancement ability of the ego to shift, to change, and what they ultimately can be utilized for those who use it. Buried emotions. Remember, we talked about trauma. Buried emotions will come to the surface if worked on with ease and grace. Ginger essence allows people to better understand their own talents. So the tagline or the name of this particular video is "Where to from here?" Where am I going? Well, here we go. Ginger's here to help you step forward in faith and in grace and in gratitude. Ginger essence allows people to better understand their own talents. What is it that you truly get joy from? What is it? It's not the 9-to-5 job. Or maybe you get joy from your 9-to-5 job. Fantastic. Keep doing it till you no longer get joy from it. But a lot of people just go to work or go through that routine because they have the stress of paying for bills. Ginger is going to help you to remember what it is that brings you joy. And it's going to bring it forward to the forefront for you. And it's good for artists. It's very inspiring and great for new ideas. Self-worth is greatly increased as the sense of worthlessness for humanity. Wow, these cards are astounding, Karen, even if I do say so ourselves.
Yeah, the thing about ginger, I would say, peeps, is like any root, when you're using a root for a herbal remedy and you want to make yourself a tea, don't just pour boiling water over it if you want all the medicinal properties of it. Decoct it. And what that means is you need to simmer it for about 20 minutes. And what you can do is you can make a big batch, make it really strong, and put it in ice cube containers and put it in the freezer. And then when you want one, you just pop a couple of ice cubes, pour boiling water over it, add a bit of lemon, and voila, you have amazing
advice. Amazing advice. Thank you, Karen, for that. That's incredible.
Okay, so my thoughts are, because this is getting longer than we thought, is how about I get you to just pick one meridian essence?
Okay.
One meridian, sorry, not an essence. We've got meridian essences, by the way, but we've got the meridian cards. So,
okay.
And then I'll pop it on.
Karen, give us a 35-second description of what meridian cards are about.
So meridians. So if you look at the meridian cards, our meridians are our energy lines, and they go through various different parts of the body. So as you can see with spleen and pancreas, for example, hang on, I'll have it out the right way round. It goes up from the toes, up through and in and everything else. And you probably picked that one, have you?
I did. Honestly, guys, Karen can't see me. And before she actually started talking about the spleen meridian, that's the one that just fell out of my pack and fell into my hands. So we picked
awesome. So if we look at spleen and pancreas, physicality, there's an awful lot that can be affecting us. So when we look at meridians, and you may not have health issues in spleen and pancreas, so you might not have an immune problem, or you might not have a digestive problem, but you can have other things that will be showing themselves as a meridian. So basically what you can do is, I'll give you the list for the spleen pancreas if I can find it, because it takes me a bit of time to sort of skew through this. Okay, spleen pancreas. No, not that one, that one. The symptoms are eczema on the big toe, venous ulcers, and varicose veins. And as you can see, why is through the lines up here. And it also can be cellulitis, which can be very, very life-threatening. Cystic mastitis and other breast problems, diabetes, immune problems, such as reoccurring infections, pancreatitis, glucose intolerance, connective tissue disorders such as cartilage and hip problems. And so in a nutshell, basically, it can be showing up as a certain symptom. And if you can release those energy blocks, then those symptoms can quite simply disappear.
Fantastic.
So that's physically, of course. And so when you look at the spleen and pancreas meridian, which is as an emotional component, when we're in balance, there's a sense of fair play, openness, deep thinking, and reminiscence and self-esteem. So the negative parts is worrying, poor concentration, forgetfulness, cloudy thought processes, addiction, attachment, obsession, gluttony, jealousy, self-pity, strong concern about opinions of others, stubbornness, and low self-esteem. And so what comes to mind is we, as beings on this planet, need to stop worrying about what other people think. And we need to really get in our own lane and really be who we truly, truly are. That's the message I'm getting from that meridian, Stephanie. I don't know about you.
That's exactly where I'm coming from as well. And tying it in with what already the quantum essences and the herbal cards have all told us, now's our time, guys. Now's your time individually to step out of the past, acknowledge it, give it thanks, move forward because it no longer serves you. It's done all it can for you, and it's going to hold you back if you keep focusing on the past. Moving forward in strength and clarity and determination and grace. And yeah, stick to your own line, as Karen just said. I love it. And
also not hiding behind our profession or our being a mother or a father or our being a student. It's actually us going, you know what, this is me with all its facets. And really standing in that and standing in our power.
So with that, then we're going to finish off today's video with an affirmation. And Karen, may I be so bold as to recommend an affirmation?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to blend the affirmation between an affirmation we have created for determination as quantum essence, and also the affirmation we created for the acceptance essence. I'm going to blend.
Of course you did.
Today. Of course I did, yeah. Determination for us to recommend for you to say minimum 7 times a day for the next 7 days is as follows. If you have connected with our video, determination, the affirmation is, I connect to my inner strength and wisdom and experience hope and a renewed sense of vitality. I am enough. I connect to my inner strength and wisdom and experience hope and a renewed sense of vitality. I am enough. Repeat that a minimum 7 times a day for the next seven days and see how your life changes. And please feedback to us down below, because we want to make sure we're hitting the right mark for you guys, that we're supplying a service that's going to be beneficial for you and all that you know. So let us know how this has gone for you.
Okay, I've decided to stop sharing the cards and things, because I don't think you've been seen through most of this, and I think people need to see you. And so I just wanted to thank you for that, because what we'll do is we'll put that affirmation, I hope you've written it down.
I will do.
We'll put it below this video, because we never remember all these things after we've had a conversation, and so we try and remember, but we don't necessarily always remember. So just so that you know, we're going to be doing regular little videos of these readings, but also you can connect with either of us and book a time if you want to do your own individual reading along with our other skills. So we don't just do the readings, we just share what you need.
Love and growth, guys. My next client has arrived, so that means it's the end of time for me.
Well, awesome. That's perfect timing.
Perfect. I'm all meant to be. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, just to reiterate, please like our videos. Please like our page. That's down below. Subscribe. Please comment. Love to get some feedback from you guys. Want to make sure that we hone our skills to be absolutely empowering for all of you. Want to more information? Karen's got her website. She will put the information website down below as well. And of course, our Quantum PM website as well. All right, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. We'll be back with the next video shortly.
Thanks, Stephaine.
Bye.
Bye.